Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is, well, what if Madara Uchiha came back to life, part 2. Yeah, I would have recorded this a little bit earlier, I just kind of felt tired and lazy as hell, but whatever. Now, this is part 2, I recorded part 1 like 3 weeks ago, but yeah, I'm doing part 2 because I really feel like doing it, but yeah. Now, we go into, well, where Madara is actually in the academy. After Madara getting all the memories, he now has the memories of, well, all the, well, what's it called? All his memories from his kind of previous life, but back into the. It's confusing for him, but it's kind of not, but yeah. Of course, he knows that I am right now in the clouds, kind of watching him. Well, not really. He doesn't actually know where the hell I am at exactly. But we go to my POV. So I'm over here kind of laughing, kind of already knowing that Madara has all his memories now. All his memories on, and all his powers back. Now, of course, Madara had to take that whole, well, what's it called? Kind of 3 days off because he had to train and also gain his powers back. So of course he has his, well, Manekyo to his EMS to his Renegon to, yeah. Now of course he also has the, what's it called, Jubi. He has about 100% of it. So yeah. Now of course this is where the Jubi, he has the power somewhat. The seal is now allowing him to, well, use the Jubi's power, but yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Madara says, I see. So I have all this power, and yet I'm gonna be training hard to protect this village, because that's what Hashirama wanted. And protect my little brother Azuna. This is where, well, Azuna's right now just talking to Naruto, while girls try to, like, flirt with what's called Azuna, because, well, Azuna and Madara are basically Uchihas. Azuna doesn't really care about love, and Naruto just doesn't care neither. And Madara over here, he ain't no simp. He gives no fucks. So yeah. Of course, the Uchiha clan is already, well, not massacred yet, but yeah. Now, of course, is where we go into a time skip of where the Uchihas will be massacred at the day, but it will be when they are 9 years old. So of course, Madara realized that something changed because the Uchiha massacre was going to be happening at 8 years old, but now changed to 9 years old. So of course, where Madara, he always like stayed near the Uchiha compound. Well, yeah, the Uchiha compound, just to deal with what's called, well, Itachi or Obito. Now, of course, is where one night, while Madara told what's it called, Azuna to stay at the apartments, so he would go train and all that. Azuna nodded while Madara goes to, well, goes to the compound. He sees that the compound is very quiet, and so he turns on his Rinnegan to look around. Seeing that some Uchihas are dead, and of course is where he's running through the Uchiha compound now. Now, of course, where, well, a girl named Azumi Uchiha is right now tied up by Obito because she tried to fight against Obito. This is where Obito says, "Too bad for you, you will have to die." But before even trying to, well, like, try to kill her with what's it called, the scythe, he didn't use Kamui and all that because he's right now in his physical body. But all he hears, universal pull. He gets pulled back from, well, trying to stab the girl. And of course, there's a lot of still Uchihas still alive, but the, what's it called, Uchihas for like the ringleaders, and also, well, the also how should I say, Uchiha police are right now just still dead and all that, but other civilians are still kind of alive because Obito's still trying to kill them. But yeah, this is where, well, Azumi Uchiha sees a boy by being 9 years old. Now, of course, Itachi would have been, I would say, 14 at that time because, yeah, and Azumi is also 14. She's surprised the 9-year-old is right now fighting against, well, Obito. Now, Obito is seeing this person. He sees the Rinnegan and is shocked, but also sees the look of, well, Madara, and he is kind of weirded out a little bit because it kind of reminds me of Madara a little bit. So, of course, this is where Obito says, "Why, you little brat." This is where he tries to attack what's it called, Madara, and of course he's just going through him. And Madara already knows about Kamui and how it works, so of course he lets Obito goes through him, dodges, and when Obito's out of Kamui, he gets kicked in the face. Now of course Obito says, "Shit, does he already know about my weakness?" This is where Madara says, "Kamui, what a very interesting ability you have for your MS, don't you think, Obito Uchiha?" This is where Obito was shocked. He was like, "What? No, how is that impossible? You don't know me. I am Madara." No. He gets kicked right in the face again. His mask fully cracks now. It's starting to break. And of course, he's like, "No, how do you know who I am?" This is where, Madara says, "Because, bitch, I'm just here to protect the Leaf Village and my clan. Because I am not letting you kill it again." This is where Obito says, "What do you mean again?" This is where, Madara is right now trying to fight against Obito. And of course, this is where Obito, every time he tries to use Kamui and all that, he faces through some punches. But of course, Madara does kick him in the fucking face again, or back kicks him. Then of course, when Obito tries to dodge an uppercut with Kamui, this is where, Madara does punch again in the chest. So of course, Obito can fully go through him. And of course, Madara with his speed, he kicks the shit out of Obito in the back of the head. This is where, Obito is right now just losing. He's right now getting his ass beat. And he can't even do anything. So of course, this is where Obito says, "I gotta get out of here. No, I won't let you defeat me. No. This is where, Obito says, "I don't know how you know my name. I don't know how you know that I'm not Madara Uchiha. I don't know how you have those eyes. But you're gonna die, you brat." Of course, this is where, Madara managed to back kick Obito on the fucking head and kind of smash him to the fucking, one of the walls of the houses of the Uchiha. And of course, this is where Obito's mask started breaking more, and he was realizing that his mask is about to break fully. So of course, he says, "Kamui," and just teleports away fully. So of course, Obito is shocked to believe that some kid already knows who he really is. He's terrified. Now, of course, where, Azumi Uchiha was like, "What the hell?" Well, I think her name was Izumi or Izumi. I don't really care. But yeah. This is where Madara is now running towards what's it called, where Itachi's at. Now, this is where, a lot of siblings still are alive for the Uchiha clan. And Itachi sees this. Now, of course, he has to slaughter them. So he pulls out his sword ready to kill them. Until he he blocked a kunai. And wondering where the hell. And then he almost, he had to block a uppercut right for his fucking, jawline. This is where, he dodges it. But of course, he doesn't dodge a kick through his fucking, not through his ribs. At his ribs. So of course, he gets cracked some ribs. Smashing into some walls. So yeah. This is where Itachi's like, "What the hell? Wait, I've seen that kid before. He's in the academy, but not with my brother. Another two Uchihas. There's one named Izuna and Madara Uchiha." Well, that's what Madara's name is still. This is where Itachi kind of remembers a name similar to that in reading the Uchiha, library, the Ghost of the Uchiha. But of course, he now has to dodge a knee to the face. So of course, Itachi managed to twist his head so he wouldn't get hit in the face. But then he didn't dodge the back kick because when Madara tried to knee him with the right leg, he also did a left back kick to try to kick at Itachi's head. And Itachi could not dodge that one, so of course he gets smashed into, the building. And of course Itachi's right now trying to use the sword to slice at, Madara. And Madara is dodging that shit. He's easily just dodging. That's where, Madara managed to, clap both hands to just hit the sword, clap his hands onto the sword to stop it, and then shatter the sword. This is where he gets the part of the shattered blade and throw it at Itachi. Itachi has to dodge. And of course, he manages to get cut. This is where Madara managed to knee him in the stomach. But of course, this is where, Itachi's going, ugh. He looks at, Madara's eyes. And of course, he sees the, MS Sharingan. Which is thinking that is the MS Sharingan. But this is where, Itachi says, Tsukiyomi. This is where, well, Madara's in the Tsukiyomi and he sees this and he's like, oh fuck, not this again. Well, not, he didn't say not this again. Of course, he's like, what the hell? This is where Itachi says, you are in my domain, you cannot break out. This is where Madara says, bro, you really don't even know the true power of the true legendary power of the Uchiha. Do you even compare to my power? No, you don't. This is where he says, well, at least I can try to use the Jubi's power. Maybe I can. This is where he activates his Rinnegan, and Itachi says, what the hell is that? This is where Madara says, you will now feel the true power of the legendary Dojutsu. This is where, well, Itachi says, the legendary, what the hell is that behind? How is that even here? So the thing that Itachi saw was the giant Jubi. Now, of course, right now Madara is trying to, well, bring the Jubi into the Tsukiyomi so the Jubi can somewhat break him out by giving him power. Of course, he's manifesting it into the Tsukiyomi, and of course, this is where Madara managed to break through out of the, what's called, chains that were holding him. This is where, well, Madara says, now I show you what true power is. This is where, well, Madara kind of goes into, well, what's it called, the Jubi, well, I mean, the Sage 6 Path power, but only having one orb. Yeah, that's the only orb, and his hair color is still kind of blackish white, so I mean, yeah, he's not really in the Sage 6 Path, it's just like, he's still a kid, by the way, he can't really manifest it that much, but yeah, of course, it were, well, what's it called? Itachi was confused and saying, what the hell? How the hell can you... That's impossible. I can't take damage in my own Tsukiyomi. That's where, well, Madara tries to, like, he claps, well, his hands, and he channels so much chakra that he says, almighty push! Pushes the Tsukiyomi by breaking it, shattering into a million pieces. Pushing so much chakra, just like a blast of chakra, breaking the Tsukiyomi, making Itachi's eyes just feel so much pain because from the backlash of the Tsukiyomi. This is where Itachi's eyes are like, how? This is where, well, he also feels like he gets pulled into what's it called, Madara. Madara says, universal pull. Pulls in what's it called? Well, Itachi. Now, of course, he's not in the Sage 6 Path mode right now, but he's just having the Rinnegan activated. Of course, managed to knee Itachi right in the fucking head. So, of course, this is where Itachi's right now dealing with what's called Madara. Trying to throw hands with Madara, but, you know, Madara, these hands are ready to eat for everyone. So, I mean, yeah. So, of course, this is where he fucking axe kicked Itachi right in the fucking head. Itachi's right now can't really understand how this kid is strong, how fast he is. And what the fuck did he just saw? This is supposed to be a 9-year-old, not a goddamn, I don't know, prime shinobi right now in his prime. This is where, well, Itachi said, I gotta get away from him. No, I couldn't even kill all the Uchihas. This is bad. This is where, well, Itachi, like, didn't dodge an uppercut to the jaw, so of course his jawline got fixed by Madara. When I mean fixed, I mean fully broken. So yeah, Madara didn't fix his jawline. Mostly broke the shit of it. But yeah, that's where, well, Itachi can't really comprehend with what he's fighting against. He's not fighting against a normal kid. He's fighting against a demon. Which he's not that wrong. I mean, the Jubi is somewhat of a demon. Somewhat. This is where, well, Itachi's right now really fucking hurt. His, like, jawline feels like it got broken. Ribs are right now broken. And, of course, this is where, well, when Danzo got there just to collect the Uchiha eyes, the only thing he sees, still a lot of Uchihas alive. And this is where, well, Danzo says, did Itachi fail? Damn Itachi. This is where, well, the only thing Danzo sees is something fly past him. And Itachi right now really fucking hurt. This is where Danzo says, the fuck hurt? He gets punched in the face. Yeah, he just gets fucking punched in the face. His Anbus cannot react fast enough, then gets cut down. Yes, this is Madara right now whooping the shit out of Danzo and right now it's his Root Amos. Because, yeah, he's trying to protect his fucking clan and not make it die, okay? Not let it die, so yeah. This is where Danzo's right now saying, what the... He feels like his eye just got ripped out. Yes, because, well, Madara's still having this Rinnegan. And he saw, like, a Sharingan in this old man. And a multiple Sharingan in, what's it called, his other arm. Well, not multiple, just a couple. But, yeah. This is where, well, Danzo's eye just got ripped out. And, of course, it's Shinsu's eye. He's like, ah, no, my eye. This is where when Hiruzen gets there with his ambush, he sees Danzo right now being hurt by Madara. And this is where, well, Madara grabs what's called Danzo's arm and rips it off. The one with Sharingan. He takes off all the bandages, even the what's called kind of chains or whatever they're, where the rings or whatever. And of course, it shows what's called an eye full of what's called Sharingans and, well, what's it called? Hashirama cell. Even what's called Madara saw it had Hashirama cells and he got pissed. This is where, well, Hiruzen sees this and says, Danzo, what is this meaning of this? And of course, Danzo says, you brat, you ruined everything. This is where Madara appears. And of course, Madara has this like black ball in his hand. And of course, Madara says, death ball. And of course, is where, well, Danzo says, the fuck did you... He gets hit by the death ball and just gets obliterated. This is where Hiruzen says, holy shit. But Hiruzen sees Itachi right now, just all broken bones and hurt really the fuck bad. Hiruzen says, Madara, did he do this? Madara turns around when showing his purple eyes and saying, yes, I ain't letting no one hurt my goddamn family. The Uchiha family. This is where, well, Hiruzen says, okay, I stand by. Yeah, okay. That is nice. Okay. Okay. Don't murder anyone else. This is where, well, Danzo is dead. Itachi's brutally fucking hurt. He was put in the hospital, then put in, well, what's it called? Jail? Because we're kind of killing clan heads and all. But yeah. Of course, Sasuke is still somewhat of a go-lucky kid, but still kind of emo. But you know what? He's wondering why Itachi did this, but you know what? Yeah. This is where, well, Madara, he is right now not put under Anbu watch because I feel like, well, Hiruzen says, I feel like if I even put Anbu watch to watch him, he probably would have whooped their ass. So, of course, this is where Hiruzen says, nah, he probably won't. And then 20 minutes later, two Anbus are right now brutally hurt by Madara. But yeah. Of course, Madara turned back his eyes to normal, so yeah, it wouldn't look like he has two, onions in his eyes, but yeah. But, of course, this is where, well, Madara is right now in school, and of course, she's right now just talking to Azuna, and of course, Naruto, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into Madara being 11 years old. So we go into a time skip. 2-year time skip, but yeah. Madara is now 11 years old, while Azuna and Naruto are 11 years old, and they're just in the same, in another classroom, but being 11, but yeah. Of course, Madara could have graduated so early, but of course, he is not leaving his little brother alone, so yeah. But of course, is where, well, so of course, Madara is in this classroom being bored out of his fucking mind. Because all he just learned from the academy was boring. 3 basic juices, but boring. But yeah. So, of course, when he was 11 years old, the new next academy year and all that, he sees a girl with, black hair, red eyes, and another girl with, red crimson hair and red eyes. Now, of course, the first one is named Raven Yami, and the other one is named Savannah Kitsuya, or something like that. And, of course, this is where one is from the Darkness Clan, while the other is from the Blood Clan. Now, Madara just got kind of like his eyes kind of, see the two of them being very powerful, but yeah. Probably the only other two that can probably rival him. except for his little brother and what's it called, Naruto. Now, of course, Madara has trained Naruto to actually be stronger, just like Azuna. So yeah. So of course, Madara just didn't just train Azuna, but also what's it called, Naruto. So of course, this time Naruto is not a small height and all. He's pretty tall, just like Azuna is. While Madara is actually being 5'5". He's tall for being a normal kid. Is it very well? With that happening, we go into, well, somewhat like a basic kind of training and all that. The teacher wanted to see how powerful half the students are. Now, of course, this is where, well, when it comes to what's called Raven Yami, she goes against what's called, well, some random civilian student, and she easily just creates darkness from, well, that person's back because of the sun just kind of hitting, making shadow, and of course she slashes at what's called a student. Now, of course, the civilian's down for the count, but yeah. Next, it is Savannah. Savannah created blood by actually cutting herself, and, well, making a blood sword easily cutting the other person. Next, it is Azuna Uchiha, which Azuna just rushes and kind of like hit the person in the knee. Well, not in the knee. Well, yeah, in the knee, then uppercut him, and then kind of elbow him in the freaking ribs and be done with this shit. Naruto, what he did is kind of just sat there, and then the civilian rushed at him because he was kind of angry for Naruto taking forever. Naruto dodges, kicks him right in the stomach, and then knees him in the stomach with his left leg, because kicked him with his what's called right leg, then his left leg knee him, then uppercuts him, and then punch him right in the stomach again. So of course that civilian is right knocked out, and this is where Madara is going against, well, a somewhat kind of ninja kid, but not really. He's not from any clan, but yeah. Doesn't work well. This kid is specialized in some type juice and all that, and this is where Madara whooped his ass. Like no time, no bullshit. I don't care. Madara didn't even use his eyes. He had them closed. He whooped this man with no eyes. He closed them. He just had to just do this man dirty, just like he did in the war arc where he had basically closed his eyes. Well, not close the eyes, meaning he had no eyes at that time. But yeah. He whooped this man so easily, having his eyes closed. Not even activate the Sharingan or anything. Just whooped this man's ass like it's nothing. So of course, that's what Madara did. Now, Azuna didn't even activate his Sharingan either. Naruto, he's actually specialized in what's it called, activating his Uzumaki chains by Madara, because Madara did train him to hellish training. That he actually managed to, well, unlock Naruto's chains. Well, only 2 chains, but yeah. Now, these 2 chains are from each of Naruto's hands, but yeah, he can use only 1 chain in, well, both of his hands, so yeah. But those are 2 chains. But this is where, well, Madara just didn't even use his eyes to whoop the shit out of this goddamn civilian. But yeah. But with all that happening, I would continue this. It's just I'm getting tired the fuck out of my mind. But yeah, or not tired the fuck out of my mind. I'm just being very tired. So of course I'm gonna leave it off here. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato see. Whenever I record part 3, I will do that. But yeah, bye bye.